So I wanted to make a video to speak up and talk about my struggles that I had recently. So thank you to Celeste Rose, because I saw your video and that inspired me to talk about it now, because I am not one to talk about my feelings. I'm not one to express my emotions. I just bottle things up inside, and I know that's a major problem that I have, and I need to change that. So thank you for speaking up, because now I am speaking up, and I hope that I can inspire someone else to do the same. This past weekend, I wanted to end my life because I just felt like I had so much going on that I couldn't take it anymore. The past 4 or 5 months have been so stressful that those 2 or 3 days leading up to that night that I wanted to end my life, my thoughts were just overwhelming. They were to the extreme that I cried and I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to obviously bottle it up inside, deal with it. But I almost ended my life because of that. And I laid there in bed that night just looking up ways that would be the least painful to take my own life. I looked up my prescribed sleeping pills that I have and what would be a lethal amount. And then at that moment, my 9-year-old walked in and just was like, "Hi, Mommy, I love you. Are you okay? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty?" And she did that about 3 or 4 times. And at that moment, I said, no. I said to myself, I can't do this. That just thinking about it now breaks my heart, that I wanted to do that I would have ruined so many lives around me, that I would have devastated so many people, especially my daughters and my husband, who have always been there for me. And so I am so thankful that I did not decide to end my life. And I look at that as God intervening, sending her in there so many times, because at that moment I said, no, I'm not going to do this. I took 1 sleeping pill that I'm prescribed every night and went to bed so my thoughts would stop racing, so I wouldn't have to think about anything for that night. And then the following morning, I texted my husband, because I'm much better at writing words down, texting words out instead of talking face to face. This is so out of my comfort zone right now. But I texted him my thoughts that night, how I wanted to do it, and then the fact that Janessa came in the room, and how I'm so happy that I didn't do it. And he was very supportive. He said, "Okay, we need to get you help. You're going to continue to have these thoughts and feel like this if you don't get help." And so I got help, but talking to him the next morning honestly made me feel so much better, that I was able to just get a little bit out as to what I was feeling. And slowly throughout the day, more things came out and I was feeling better and better. I talked to my godmother too, and then my therapist yesterday. So just talking to people within these past 6 days have made me feel so much better, that I'm not having these thoughts. I am on a new medication, which is I'm completely fine with, something to help take the edge off, to help these thoughts stop racing through my head, to help me focus more on the more positive things going around me. And I have so much to offer that in this world, that ending it at 32 years old would be the worst thing ever for me. So I'm just so happy that I'm here, that I'm able to talk about this now, that I hope to inspire one other person, at least one other person out there, who can hopefully inspire another person and another person to talk about their struggles, to speak up, to go talk to someone. Because again, talking to someone truly, truly has helped me. I honestly feel so much better since that night that I've talked to 3 people. And talking about it now is helping me heal and putting myself out there, because again, I do not do this. So I just thank you for listening to my struggles. I hope that it can inspire you to speak up and talk to someone, a therapist, a friend, family. Talk to me if you need to. I will listen. I will talk to you. Call a crisis hotline. Just know that you are not alone. there is someone out there to speak to you. You don't need to have these thoughts at all. And I'm so thankful that I'm here to be able to speak about this. And I just thank you for listening, and I hope that this has inspired you and you are able to talk to someone.